Hello again, welcome back. We talked about soft skills and you've maybe taken your time to learn more about them, you've researched them, and you're wondering what else. Uh, just before we go in, research, that term I used, is something we do a lot. As product managers, we must understand how to research. There are principles of researching, and I will be sharing a document as to what research is about somewhere in this video that you can participate in, right? Or you can download and spend more time to understand. So let's dive to softwares and tools that you might want to pay attention to. I started talking about Microsoft Word, the entire Microsoft package. It's known as digital fluency, meaning there are several tools you can use because they help you in the workplace. In product management, there are several of these tools that you're expected to know how to use, right? General understanding of how the entire Microsoft package works is very good. But just before you start thinking, oh my goodness, that's a lot in a package, pay attention to the most common. PowerPoint is very good because you will do a lot of presentation either to your team or to the clients, to the customers, or to the business, or to the marketing team, the business development team. These are people you will have to do presentation to. Understanding how to use PowerPoint would help you. It's not as complex as you might think, and I would show you in our practical class how to use them. But for now, take your time to say to yourself, I would learn PowerPoint because I need to, right? As a Microsoft product. Another one you might want to pay attention to is Microsoft Word, how to document. Now, Word, as it's known, is a word processor. In the end, it just allows you to collect words together and allow people to read what you've collected together. When you think about it like that, it takes away the complexity. It's a space where I can put my words and have people understand or look at what I've written. Once you put that to perspective, you can start using Word in your day-to-day activity, right? There's several things that Word can do for you. And the beauty of the new way it's been done is that it allows collaboration, meaning you could write something and have someone edit it or contribute or even leave you a comment. And I think that's just brilliant. And collaboration is something we product managers really do. We learn, we understand that we can work alone. It's impossible to work alone as a product manager. So we document stuff and ask people for their opinion. Tell us what you think. Does it make sense? Can we or can we not do this? Right? Okay, now let's dive into other tools and other products that would really help you. The Atlassian product, this is my favorite. The Atlassian product from Jira to Confluence, I think are super amazing. Confluence because it allows you to document stuff in very collaborative ways. It allows you to put out everything about the product from product requirements, and this line, product requirements, is something you would hear often. The PRDs, as it's called, the product requirement documents, where you state what is needed in your product, what is needed for the designer, what is needed for the engineers, what is needed from the business. All of those things are documented there. I love using Confluence for this because it's a very good way to sort and arrange my thoughts, right? Another tool that would help you in delegating is Jira. Jira is such a beautiful tool because not only does it allow you to create backlogs, meaning not only does it allow you to create a list of things that you want to do both now and in the future, it also allows you to break those things into sprints. Hang on, sprints. These are just time periods in which we execute tasks. In agile methodology, we use sprints either between a 2-week period or a month period, basically to assign several tasks to people so we can achieve small goals, right? So rather than think of build the product in a year, you say, what do I need to do now that I can ship in 2 weeks so I can start building the rest? You start with that, and we call it prioritization. So you prioritize that bit and you move to the next bit, okay? And this is something Jira does excellently as far as I'm concerned. And I love how it does it. I love how it allows you to prepare sprints, either using something we call Kanban or Scrum. Okay, another big term, or two big terms. Kanban. Kanban is basically a method that we use that allow us to issue out tasks based on availability. Who can do this? Are they available? There's nothing for them to do. Here you go. That's how Kanban works. That's the simplest way to explain how Kanban works. Scrum, on the other hand, has a more rigid way of doing things, but it is generally acceptable because it gets the job done. It brings out everything we can do, measure it, and how long it's gonna take. And if this is the list of things we're gonna do in 2 weeks, we focus on them. We don't get distracted. So no one is just automatically available because everyone has something they have to do and a time period to achieve it. That's just what Scrum meant. So when you hear Kanban or Scrum, these are just processes in which we execute tickets or we execute our tasks. Okay, so that's Jira. Another one you might come across is Monday. Monday is quite efficient because not only does it allow you create your entire backlog or your entire sprint, it allows a lot of collaboration, it allows a lot of entries, and it also can create several sections of measuring the work. So you could put work between process, you could measure them daily, you can measure them by the hour, right? It's one of the reasons I love Monday. And a cool part of all these tools I've mentioned is they have like free models, so you could go check them out. You could check Jira and Confluence for free, and I think with the free Confluence you can assign 10 people to your group, so you practice and see how it works, right? I would take you deep into this later on, but for now these are tools that I want you to put at the back of your mind. In terms of skills beyond tools that you want to gather, something called SQL. Basically, it's another language that we use in collecting, processing data, right? It's very common amongst engineers. And here you're going to go, oh my goodness, I have to learn a programming skill. Not necessarily, right? Think of it from the basics as to why you would need it. If you will be working with data and based on the type of tool that was used to build your data set, if SQL is the database built, you might want to understand the basics so you can pull out information, without which, don't worry, there's another one. Excel will do similar things for you because it allows you to collect data in a table, right? And that's just brilliant. So Excel, Microsoft Excel, or Google Spreadsheets would do exactly the same thing for you. They allow you to collect this data, measure them, present them in a way that everyone can understand what's going on, when it's going on, and how it's going on. All right, so let's not overwhelm you with so many tools to go check these ones out. If you understand them, good. If you have more questions, check through the practical video, they would help. Or better still, leave questions for us and we would hope to get back to you. See you in the next class. Bye bye.